Hello and welcome to CIPD Bitesize. In this video, we're going to be looking at 5C003, which is professional behaviors and valuing people. We're now moving on to task 2. This is the first thing of task 2, which is a professional review. In this task is not related to task 1 in any way, shape, or form. It's just about your awareness of your own strengths, weaknesses, and development areas. To complete this task, you must complete all 5 action activities below. Right, so task 2. No, not related. Pretty much everything I've just said. It's not related to task 1. This is all you. This is about you. This is about reflection. This is about how you're going to approach things. So here's the question. Using a combination of your own reflections and feedback from at least one other person, review your own behavior against the 6 associate level standards for working inclusively in the CIPD profession map. Summarize your conclusions. This activity, along with a brief explanation of who you involved and how their feedback informed your review. There is no need for references or citations for this. Now, there is something tricky with this. You have 4 questions and 850 words, which is 212.5, not that you can do a 0.5 word, but 212 words per AC. So word count on this is tight. They gave you a lot of word count for the first section. They've tightened it up on the other one. So using a combination of your own reflections from at least one other person, review your own behaviors against the 6 associate standards for working inclusively. Summarize your conclusions. So it's a conclusion. What I don't want to see is you writing all the 6 different associate level standards and what you think about it. It's a summarized conclusion from this activity. The key elements that stood out to me, and it could be number 1, it could be number 6, and these are the elements I think I need to improve because this is where I'm struggling with confidence or I'm struggling with understanding or something like that. The feedback I got from the other person said that this, and therefore, etc. Build your answer. It's a summary answer. It's not a holistic. You might need to do the full thing. You might need to look at everything. Obviously, there's a link in the VLE for you to go through the elements. You can find it just by, if you're not enrolled in those, you can find it just by writing 6 associate level standards working inclusively CIPD professional map. It'll take you to the webpage. But summarize 212 words. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do what we always do, which we're going to move on to answer planning. The question 2.3, the verb summarize means don't go into graphic detail. Scenario required. No. Don't work for Nexabyte anymore. Word count 212. Summarize. How many action points have you got with that? Summarize your view. You're probably looking, you might be able to do this in 1. I would do summarizing my views, and then I would summarize feedback from somebody else. With a brief explanation of who you involved and how their feedback informed your review. So again, I would probably break it into 2, probably do 150 words on me, and then about 75 words on somebody else. So that's probably how I do it. The references within this answer plan, irrelevant. No references or citations are required for this particular part. So from that side, you're absolutely fine. Okay. Again, as always, there's an example of what filled in. No scenario required. The verb is summarized. 2.3, 212 word count, maybe 2 action points, no references. That's what we're going for. Some recommended reading to sort of help you with the question: CIPD working inclusively, CIPD fact sheet on equality, diversity and inclusion, and CIPD self-assessment tool for members. If you are studying the CIPD qualification, you should already be a member of the CIPD, which gives you access to the back end of things. So you can gain access to self-assessment tools against 6 associate standards and stuff like that. What I don't want to be seeing in this is you take the CIPD self-assessment tool, you write 1 billion things in it, and you take all the information, and you just paste that in there to try and get around the word count with 6,000 words in it. So summary, we expect to see a summary. You will refer if you do that, even if there's no words included, because it's not a summary, that's a detailed explanation. Remember, you have to address the verb to pass the unit. Now, as always, to try and help you understand the question in a little bit more depth and what you should be doing, we create a bit of a fictitious scenario, a bit of an analogy of the question to try and help you understand it a little bit more. And for this one, you're going to be conducting a symphony orchestra, where each musician play their instrument in a crucial role about creating harmonious music. In the workplace, I approach my team where I'm conducting. You understand your individual roles. Do you create harmony? Do you provide clear direction? Do you encourage individual excellence? Do you foster collaboration? Are you resolving conflicts? What are the things that mean something to you? What are you confident in? So a conductor ensures all musicians play in sync and harmonious. Similarly, they have to create collaborative environments for everyone where different people stand out at different times and they give people little solos and stuff like that. How do you conduct yourself to allow the people in the business to shine? Either as a harmonious collective or as an individual, because everyone needs an individual moment to shine as well. You know, how do you give clear instruction? How do you build confidence? How do you ensure everyone fits within models and standards and structures and feedback loops? And how do you ensure things like appraisals and regular reviews are happening? How are you with conflict? All the different elements, because sometimes music clashes, but it's clashed in a right way. How do you, by conducting an organization like an orchestra, you can create an inclusive, positive, and harmonious working environment? What are you good at in that harmonious thing that a business is? What could you improve on? How do we go about it? That's what this question's asking you to do. Sure, you'll be fine. It's just ask somebody some feedback against the 6. Think about what you think about the 6. Look at where it clashes. Look at where it's harmonious. Look at where you're weak. Summarize it. Asking for feedback has to be one of the most critical things you need to be able to do to improve. If you don't ask for feedback, you'll never improve because you'll only be working off your own assumptions. Absolutely best of luck with this unit. I'm sure you'll do absolutely great. And we'll